Welcome to part 3 of my Arundel tour. Having to do voiceover again as I messed up the audio while I was out. So I start off on the bridge overlooking the River Arun, looking upstream, and just walking along back past the post office building. With the ruins there on the right. There's so much to Arundel that isn't included in any of these 3 parts of my tour, so I'll be going back at some point. Museum on the right, a handy cash point there, and the main visitors' entrance to the castle on the left, which is closed at the moment, and quite a decent sized car parking area on the right with overflow parking behind it. Just walking down Mill Road now, through the lime tree avenue. There's lime trees either side of this road all the way down. Obviously not in leaf at the moment as it's winter. There's a view of the castle. Just crossing the road. The castle is obscured mostly by bushes along this road, but there are a few places where you can get a better view of it. That's not one of them. But just down here is the best place, really. There is one bush which has always been in the way, as you can see there, but at least you can get a nice view of the castle. I used to think of the castle as just looking like that until I did some drone footage and realised just how big it actually is, and that's just the front of the castle. You see you've got some water on the left. I don't know if you call it a stream or something else, I'm not sure. There's water going down both sides of this road. Cross over here, there's a road there that goes up to some tennis courts, I think, from memory. I've been up there a few times. You see the South Downs Hills in the distance. And this is one of the fields that you get cows in quite often. I don't know what cows do in the winter. Where do they go? I'm not sure, but they're not there at the moment. When they are there, if you go up to the gate, they will often run up and say hello. So I love doing that. There's more water there at the edge of the field. So back, continuing down Mill Road. You get all sorts of wildlife in that field. I've seen grey herons, little egrets, various geese, moor hens, coots, swans. These channels of water may be to help with the flooding, because this field is always flooded. It's got channels that you can see from the air where the water drains. It's the other end of the field. Coming up to the old stone bridge, there's a newer bridge alongside, as there's not a lot of room to walk across a bridge because there's no pavement. Bridge goes over this water. I'm not sure if you would call it a stream. It may be part of the River Arun, although the main River Arun is at the end of this stream. there's a footpath going down either side of that water, but it gets very muddy, so I don't go there too often. And talking of mud, down these very steep steps, it's often muddy here, and today I found it a bit too much, so I didn't want to mess up my shoes and trousers too much, so I turned back. But there's steps at the end where you can get back to the road. So back up the same steps. I wonder how old those steps are. I have no idea, unfortunately. So back along the bridge, and you can get to the road then and walk over the older bridge. There are some passing places over the bridge, but it's not really a pavement. Here on the left, at the end of that private driveway, are the buildings of Home Farm. I'm not sure what they do there now, but they used to have 1 or 2 trout fish ponds, and I remember a long time ago feeding the fish there, but they've both closed now. Anyone who's interested in birds should come to Arundel. There are so many species I've seen here. Tree creepers, coots, moorhens, lots of mallards, mallard ducks everywhere, mandarin ducks, Muscovy ducks even, Egyptian geese, kites and buzzards that you often see flying fairly high up over the castle, and from the ground you wouldn't know that they were buzzards. And I've seen them flying in pairs a few times, and occasionally they swoop down low, and I did manage to get a photo of one once. Coming up to Swanbourne Lake now. You can walk all the way around this lake. There's a path both sides, and I've walked around it many times. It's a very long, fairly narrow lake. All sorts of species of birds and ducks here. The level of this water can change a fair bit. I'm not sure what it's used for. It could be a balancing lake, I don't know. And there's a cafe the other side. I won't be going there today. There are so many more places in Arundel that I want to show people. I don't want to become the Arundel channel though. This is just one place, and there's a lot here. Another time I'll go into the hills, right into Arundel Park, and show what there is around there. So walking just a short way by the side of the lake, and you get to an interesting old boathouse. Now I don't know what this boathouse has ever been used for, obviously for a boat at some point, but it's been in ruins for as long as I can remember. You can go in here, you have to be a bit careful. There's graffiti on every millimetre of the inside of this building. Probably on the outside as well, but definitely on the inside. It's a bit dark in here. Back out to Swanbourne Lake. A really nice sunny day and blue sky for doing this. This is also a boating lake. In hotter weather they have boats, rowing boats I think, that you can hire. Right, I think I'll say goodbye for now from Swanbourne Lake. Thanks for watching. If you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know in the comments. Just give me a guide as to whether this kind of thing is good. You enjoy watching it? Do you like to see the areas I walk around? Do you want to hear me waffling, or would you rather I didn't talk so much? Just give me an idea, please. And of course subscribe to me and click the like button. I'll be very grateful. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.